And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem in the Crypto, episode 842. Today is Monday, November 22nd, 2021. I'm King.
And I'm Big Jose, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
Today's top story is El Salvador to inaugurate Bitcoin City backed by 1 billion Bitcoin bonds. That title is very weird. Venezuelans promise Axie Infinity scholarships for crypto training courses. White paper introducing Jack Dorsey's decentralized Bitcoin exchange published on Friday. And payments infrastructure firm MoonPay raises $555 million at a $3.4 billion valuation. But first and foremost, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices today, Bitcoin coming in today at $58,297. Down 1% for the day. Ethereum at $4,244 is down 1.9% today. Binance Coin at $579, down 1.1%. Solana sitting at 222 is up 4.6% today. Cardano sitting at 181, down 3% today. XRP at $1.06 is down 0.7%. Polkadot at 4046 is down 1.2%. And last but not least, a new entry into the top 10, Avalanche, also known as AVAX at $134, is down 1.4% today, but a pretty good week at 40% on the 7-day. So we're seeing certain projects get pumped here and there. We saw crypto.com name Staples Center after them and get those rights, and the Crow token went ballistic over the weekend. So starting to see a few projects jump just based off of marketing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people talking about Avalanche too. So we'll see if that's the next best thing. What was the one right before Avalanche everybody was talking about?
Ah, man, how many? Solana, Shiba.
No, it was an entire blockchain. Everybody was saying that was a thing. It went up. Then it
went. Was it time?
No, one of them got hacked. What was it? Was it Binance Smart Chain? We got Avalanche out there. Who else we got? Some of the other new ones.
Man, it's a bunch. It's too many, actually.
There's a new one. What's going on, Gu, Remy, Shannon Allen, Satoshi Slim, Leroy Forbes, Michael Kennedy, Jason Harvey, Dana Dane, Sierra, Layla, Patrick, Hondos, Crypto Boy, Pat Stacks, Les Square, Damon King, Jr., James. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Make sure you smash that like and share. What's going on, Deron? Said what's cracking. Yes, rest in peace, the young Dolph. I saw that too. Rendo like Denzel. Actually meant to shout that out last week. I had kind of forget that. Yes, Gala 3 times. That's right. The Gala token for Gala Games has done the 3x in the last probably 4 or 5 days. I've been seeing some of my friends on Facebook go crazy on that, so I'm sure there's a lot of people making good money. But top story today, El Salvador is in the news. That is right. El Salvador to inaugurate Bitcoin City backed by $1 billion Bitcoin bonds. Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with this Bitcoin City in El Salvador?
Oh, yeah. So good old backwards hat Bukele, aka the president of El Salvador, he got on stage pretty much like a startup investor and presented that now El Salvador is a Bitcoin city. You'll see, as it says here, the proactive involvement of prominent crypto companies, including crypto exchange Bitfinex and Atom Back's Blockstream. And going into the story, El Salvador continues to lead Bitcoin adoption drive as President Nayib Bukele announces the launch of Bitcoin City, which will be funded initially by $1 billion in Bitcoin bonds. The initiative was first announced at El Salvador's Bitcoin Week conference. Shout out to Max Kaiser, he was down there, which sought to celebrate Bitcoin's mainstream adoption in the country and increase citizen participation. And I also have to say, Max Kaiser originally tweeted this idea in June. He actually said, if they use their volcanoes to have efficient mining, and they offer bonds, they could have exactly what they have right here, and that is a Bitcoin city. And not only do they have a Bitcoin city, they have 0% income tax, 0% capital gains, 0% property, payroll, municipal taxes, and 0%, that's what I said, 0% CO2 emissions. That's what I'm talking about. And see, one of the things about El Salvador was everybody talked about the implementation. A lot of people were saying, I don't know if they should make people use a Chiva wallet. I don't know if they should force people to use Bitcoin. Some people are fucking slow. You just got to pull them into the future sometimes. And unfortunately, some people may not like it, but the fact that he did it actually proves that he knows what he's doing. He actually should have done that, because if he waited for a vote, they would still be waiting right now. And actually, if you look at a lot of psychological books that talk about leadership, the best sort of leader is actually not democracy. It's a benevolent dictator. So of course that's an attack vector because you got to rely on one person to be good. But again, it works when it works, because what do? He came up with the idea. 3 days later, he had the white paper. And then a month later, they had the wallet. And then here we are, Bitcoin City, less than a year. So again, shout out to Bukele. I know there's a few things they got to work out as far as how the bonds will be issued. And some people are like, why would I buy bonds? I'll just buy Bitcoin. But at the same time, great implementation. Shout out to him.
There we go. And good to see. I mean, you covered that as an entirety. Again, it's crazy to actually see this is coming to light. Again, it's like your favorite rapper that was underground is now becoming mainstream and is happening. I just hope to see other cities follow it. And again, this is what we talked about the last week, past few weeks, like everyone can actually win in this market. We're at a very unique time in our history where everyone can win right now. So I'm glad to see El Salvador aggressively adopt this. I want to see what's going to happen as far as the wealth of their country, as far as the autonomy of their country, though, as they really fully become a Bitcoin city. And they're like, we're not going to do taxes. We paid off our national debt. Everything is rolling in the right direction. I wonder what geopolitics is going to look like moving forward, coming from El Salvador. Because now it's going to be one of those things where you can't just have your foot on their throat. They're going to be like, no, we good. BIS, your money. You can keep your money. We're good to go this year. We don't need this debt relief. So I have to be honest. I smell a war coming, people.
The IMF not going to like that.
I smell a war coming. Remember when you heard it first? If all of a sudden El Salvador starts doing a lot of terroristic activities, we know it started it first. All right, Venezuela is up next. They said they want some freedom too, right after El Salvador. That's right. Venezuelans has promised Axie Infinity scholarships for crypto training courses. That is how big it is getting. That is why Gala Games just ×3 last week. But this initiative is part of the La Guerra digital program. I've been watching my Narcos Mexico, binge watching it lately. So my Espanol is muy bien, which aims to fast track growth and induce economic stability in the country. As you can see here, a gubernatorial, my English is not though. A gubernatorial candidate from Venezuela has promised to offer scholarships for citizens interested to join the Technical Training Center for Mining and Administration of Digital Crypto Assets. Woo! Good gracious. Come join the TTC MADCA. Jose Alejandro Terran, the aspiring governor who represents the country's ruling party, stated that the initiative started the initiative as part of the La Guerra digital program, which aims to fast track growth and induce economic stability in the country. Cointelegraph Spanish reported Tehran's training center will provide specialized training to the scholarship holders in non-fungible tokens, crypto mining, and trading. Moreover, the drive will be supported by 4 entities, namely the National Superintendents of Crypto Assets. They just created some stuff. Axie Infinity Academy, the political group Independientes con Tehran, and the youth of the United Socialist Party of Venezuela. So 4 parties, but of course the one we're keying in on, and this Axie Infinity, as they will actually be giving scholarships here in Venezuela. I mean, you think the play to earn model is something now, like I said, wait until people are actually like, this is what they do. Like when you wake up, hey, what are you doing your job application? I play video games, play to earn them. I have my last 4 years salary. You want to see my gamer profile, bro? Like wait until that's the thing. It looks like we're heading that direction, especially as we see companies and platforms like Axie Infinity come out and say they're actually offering scholarships for people to learn more about their platform. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And it's great to see adoption-wise with El Salvador becoming a Bitcoin city with a lot of their introductions. Venezuela, Colombia, all of the surrounding areas are getting bit by the Bitcoin bug too. So they're starting to realize, hey, we don't want to be left out. We have to have these programs in place. And again, as an educator, this is perfect because you get the next group of people educated on it, you get better products, and your country can succeed. And now you can't get sanctioned anymore. I mean, sanctions are dead. I mean, as soon as people start using volcanoes to mine and start using their natural resources to create their own wealth, it's over. There's nothing that any government or agency could do. So Venezuela, shout out to them.
Sanctions. Let's see. Level 99 Slacker said Hillary is speaking out about countries adopting Bitcoin as legal tender, small then increasingly larger countries. Definitely expect more aggressive action. Same as Rashu said, war is coming. If Hillary poke her head in the media, listen, Hillary is lucky she's Hillary of the United States. If she was Hillary of any other country, boy, that book would end a lot sooner. I tell you that. If she was Hillary Clinton to a country that the United States didn't like, man, that would not be a movie. That would be a YouTube short. That would have been quick. Seriously, I did see her talking about it, so you mentioned it too. I mean, same thing. If Hillary Clinton's coming out the woodworks with this bird signal, folks, the war has been won, but expect some bloody battles. Like, they are not letting this power go easily. And one thing I was thinking about, hey, I hate to come from this angle, but got to be honest, as you mentioned, some of these South American countries that are jumping on the Bitcoin train, we have to look at the good and the bad with it. We also know some of those countries, they use American banks for whatever type of banking activities. So I can see why Bitcoin and cryptocurrency would be an attractive appeal to them as well. Again, people, I've been watching Narcos Mexico, okay? I'm in the wrong mindset right now. All right, what else is going on? White paper introducing Jack Dorsey's decentralized Bitcoin exchange has been published on Friday. I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about that. It's not a decentralized exchange in the truest sense of the word, as none of them are for the most part, but a peer-to-peer token swap platform under the oversight of Square. Jack, I'm not going to slay you since you've been helping. Hey, you've been hollering at Bitcoin Zay.
Shout out to Jack.
That wordplay, one of a kind. It's not a decentralized exchange in the true sense of the word, but a peer-to-peer token swap platform under the oversight of Square. Oh, man. I ain't mad at you, Jack. Looks like Jack Dorsey, co-founder and CEO of both Square and Twitter, has released a white paper on Friday detailing plans for Square's decentralized Bitcoin exchange, TBDEX. Bitcoin Zay, what can you tell us about this TBDEX? What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. So when the news came out, I immediately went home to read the white paper. It's only about like 20 pages. Yeah, 18 pages. As you see there, not a bad read, but a few things you should know about this quote unquote decentralized exchange. First things first, there's no such thing. Decentralization is on a scale, and it's just how decentralized you can be. Because they are a company, they cannot be completely decentralized. So they will have KYC and checks to comply with relevant regulations on your region. You can connect your wallets to the exchange and swap coins with one another. But again, using blockchain forensic solutions and your ID and all that stuff, you have to understand DeFi is not exactly decentralized. So of course, as a company, it'll just make it easier for you to do swaps. It'll be easier for you to implement different decentralized finance protocols, as well as apps. And of course, long term, I think what they're doing is they're basically putting themselves in a position to be the best decentralized exchange out there. And at some point, those rules that they have to comply with may not have to be complied with to that same extent. So shout out to them for taking the first shot. And again, like I said, huge excitement over the weekend when this came out. They also have a hardware wallet coming. So shout out to Jack and the people over in Square. A lot of good development over there.
Yes, a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of good development. One of Parabolic Brap said he was trying to locate some of these low cat gems to hit a jackpot, saying he made about $3 million in crypto. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna need to see that tipper clicking in a second. Come on now, Parabolic. Let's see what else we got going on. Rendo like Denzel said, finally caught the live. It's 2:17 a.m. Much appreciated. Thank you. Let's see. IMF, Seba Brown said IMF had a fit too, but El Salvador says stop us. That's very true. I mean, this is the good thing now with technology. Again, they will come up with some reason to attack, and then people will just ass sheep will follow it, because whatever happened to those weapons of mass destruction, right? Boo boo. But I say that because again, like I can see El Salvador having problems in the short term, in the short term before the long term. But I also say the good thing is now that we have this digital age, even with cryptocurrency, it's going to be kind of harder to hide the problems. Even with Gaddafi, like when they went after Gaddafi or whatever, like Twitter and all that was still like blowing up. YouTube was still blowing up. It's been 10 years since all that stuff has happened almost. So now looking at if El Salvador, if Venezuela, if anybody were to actually go after these countries, at least now we can kind of see a realistic picture of why or what happened, right? So we'll see what happens, though.
Gold and oil, we don't know who runs it, who owns those companies, who, but we know who is in Bitcoin. So we know if something happens.
That's my point. Yeah, exactly.
First person we're looking at is you. If Bukele suicides himself, then you're going to pretty much be like, yeah, we already knew it. We saw
Crypto and Culture. Thanks for the tip, Kenzie. Said, I missed the Zay that could talk ish about Square, but I'm going to let y'all win, LOL. Hey, he said they weren't decentralized, to be fair.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I can talk shit about you, but if they change what they're doing, then cool, which they did. It used
Yeah,
to
they
be
open up, they listening.
you couldn't get
They
Bitcoin
try.
off the app, and I was like, I'm not promoting Square until you can get Bitcoin off of the app. Now that they can, I will. Shout out to them.
There it is. Let's see. Yeah, I saw somebody said Baby Inu. I saw a Shiba headline today that says it's dropped 50% in the last like few weeks or something. And if you pay attention to the price of Bitcoin, that's kind of what we mean. Once again, just go back to that same point we always make. Unless you sold at the top of that Shiba, you are taking a big L in terms of Bitcoin right now. So just keep that under consideration. Let's see. Payments infrastructure firm MoonPay, though, raises $555 million at a $3.4 billion valuation. That's right. A company you never heard of is still making noise in all parts of the world. The funding will be used to pursue M&A opportunities, hire more people, and expand geographic coverage and payment methods. Bitcoin's who is MoonPay? What's going on with them, and how they raise this valuation? What are they planning to do?
Oh yeah, MoonPay may be the best kept secret in the industry. It's actually, to me, the easiest way to buy Bitcoin because you can buy Bitcoin with Apple Pay. Literally, go through MoonPay, boom, 2 clicks of the side button, you bought Bitcoin. So that infrastructure that they provided was able to get them $555 million in all equity Series A funding and to get a $3.4 billion evaluation. And Ivan Soto-Wright, MoonPay's co-founder and CEO, told CoinDesk in an interview that the firm will also be looking at mergers and acquisitions. So I'm sure they'll be scooping up a few different companies. And one of the best parts about MoonPay, just like companies that are just starting in the space and nobody really knows about them, they have a $3.4 billion valuation and nobody knows about them like that. That's the biggest that's the biggest thing about this industry. We talking about $1 billion valuations and we haven't even cracked double digits as far as adoption. So these companies like MoonPay, the infrastructure to make payments, all of those things, the easier it is to buy it, the better your service is going to be. And they're moving to NFTs as well. So that'll be great when you can buy NFTs with Apple Pay or buy it with crypto within the wallet. So shout out to them. 130 people on the staff now. I remember when they were first getting started, and it's great to see now. Great developments from MoonPay.
What are the MoonPay fees like, says Satoshi Slim?
Pretty much like other exchanges. I think 3% or 4%, something like that. It's pretty standard. Pretty standard, yeah.
Keith said, keep drumming. MoonPay the dudes that got hacked selling IOTA. I'm not sure. Do you know about that one?
I got hacked on IOTA. Oh man,
I don't know about that one. Jake, hey Jake, thanks for the shirts too. Got the some Bitcoin shirts from Jake. People got to send you one, Zay. That Miami coin went to to 06.006 up to 0.03, back down real quick. It was at a fat finger sell. I mean, I expect it to kind of, it's going to bounce around, I think, for like the next, until probably, honestly, after Martin Luther King Day. Remember, I always say, like, regulators, folks, they don't start regulating to after Martin Luther King Day. And what other thing to regulate than the coin? And as a regulation for that starts, and so that picture becomes clearer for Miami and New York, I think that's when you'll start to kind of see some of that relief. But right now, it's going to be super volatile right now. Would you agree?
Yes, it's a less than $50 million market cap. So the liquidity isn't there yet. The network growth hasn't started. Hey man,
somebody can go through a divorce and sink half of that market cap.
Yeah, right? Like, bro, it's really just getting started. Like, if you've never been in a project at the very beginning, then you wouldn't understand what's going on. But usually, you're there at the beginning. It's going to be a lot of bouncing around at the beginning. It's just once you break through and people start finding value in it, those incentives align. That's when things change.
And for something like that, the value and incentives is going to be, it's illegal to use anything else but what we got for you. All right. Other than that, that's the show. You got anything Bitcoin say?
Nah. I was about to start singing, but it looks like the likes up. Get the likes up, people.
Yeah, it was a show today. It was a short show. Not much news going on. Let's see. I'll check some quick comments real quick. Let's see. Simply here said, Warriors, we must have a crypto New Year's party. Call the turn is real. STL solo is going. This is what early looks like, people. Michael Kennedy said, we are the weapons of mass destruction. That is right there. Let's see. Bitcoin's that you got any news going on this week?
Not really. BitBasel's next week. So BitBasel should be fun, but nothing this week. Pretty chill.
All right, well, make sure you all smash that like and share. We will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Today was a slow day. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out that masterclass. We will be doing a crypto, actually not, we're going to do a Crypto Tuesday sale. We'll probably start this Friday though, but we'll be doing a Crypto Tuesday sale Did you hear about this day on different websites? You get like 40 to 50% off on Tuesday using your cryptocurrency. So we will be participating in that as well, folks. So be on the lookout for that as well. Other than that, smash that like and share. We see